Hello everyone, today we did this beautiful rose gold halo eye, and if you would like to see how I achieved this look, please keep on watching. I do my eyeshadow and my whole entire face. I don't think that's something I've done before on my channel, so if you're interested, you know, keep watching. So I am starting off with one of my eyes already done, and I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original and just prime my eyes with that. Now with my Morphe the Boss Mood 35M palette, I'm going to be taking the shade right here and applying that in my crease with my Sigma E35 blending brush and making sure to tap off the excess. Now with the shade right here, I'm going to be using the same brush and applying that a little bit lower in the crease. With my Sigma E55 eye shading brush, I'm going to be taking that same shade from the palette and packing it on my inner and outer corners of the eyes, making sure to tap that off as well. And just trying to make a V shape on the outer corner with that. Now for the inner corner, with the E35, just blend that out on the edges and apply a little bit more. Now I'm going to be applying my LimeCrime Diamond Dew in the shade Rose Gold directly onto the center of the lid. And we're just going to be using our fingers to blend that out. To add a little more dimension and to add that little rose goldy color, we're going to be taking the LimeCrime Diamond Crusher in the shade Cleopatra and apply that directly on top of the shade we just applied, and blending it out with our finger. Now with the E55, going back into that deeper red shade, right here, we're going to be blending in the shimmers we just applied and just blend in the center where they touch. So by doing this, we don't lose the shimmer, it just adds a little bit more color on top of the shimmer so it's not too overpowering. And it helps them blend in a little more as well. Just like that. With the E55, with no additional color, we're just going to be blending in the crease to make sure all those colors are blended out. Go over the shimmer in the center a little bit as well. And bam! Now we just need to line our upper lash line. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black with my Sedona Lace EB19 brush. And I'm hoping I don't mess up. Now we just need to clean up any mistakes we may have made, any eyeshadow we may have gotten where we don't want it. So I'm just going to clean up my inner corner and my wing. Now we can move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to be starting off by applying my Cover FX Mattifying Primer. And I'm going to be focusing it on the center of my face where I have the most pores. And blending all of that out. I'm going to be testing out my Cover FX Mineral Pressed Powder in the shade G50 Plus, and I'm going to be applying that with my Marc Jacobs The Face 2 brush. And hopefully I don't mess up my whole face. I feel like this actually gave me pretty decent coverage, but it is looking a little yellow on camera, but in person it matches me perfectly. For concealer, I'm going to be taking my Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Golden Beige and applying that directly under my eyes and anywhere else I would like to highlight. And I am going to be blending this in with a damp beauty blender, which is a risk since I am putting liquid on top of powder and now I'm blending it with a wet product, but let's see. And I'm blending this into the inner corner with my Morphe R32 brush. This is actually blending really nice over the powder foundation, which I am so happy about. Now that I look extra crazy, I'm going to set under my eyes with the Cover FX Matte Setting Powder in the shade Light. And I'm going to be taking that on my Sephora Pro Mini 5.5 brush. And to bronze, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer on my Sigma large angled contour brush, the F40. And to contour, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Come on, open up. On my Sigma Small Contour F05 brush. And just trying to get that into the deepest parts of my cheeks. Or should I say the hollows of my cheeks? For blush, I'm going to take my Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. And I've never used this before, so I do want to test out all the shades. So with the bottom end of my beauty blender, I'm going to be applying both of these shades. But I'm just going to take it on my finger first and blend it out with the beauty blender. Oh my gosh, so nervous. Now I'm going to take this shade, which is supposed to be a highlight shade, and just apply that a little over my blush, just in case it's not as highlighty as it should be. And I'm gonna dab some on the center of my nose. With my Sigma powder slash blush brush, the F10, I'm going to take this shade right here and apply that over my blush. And for my highlighter, let's test this out. With my Sedona Lace FB01 fan brush and the shade right here, we're going to apply that where we would normally highlight. It is a subtle glow, so I am going to take my Becca slash Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop and apply that over it. Before I continue on, I'm going to set my face with the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. And I'm just going to continue the eyeshadow on the bottom lash line with the same Sigma E35 brush. We're going to be taking that same shade, this one down here, and apply that on the lower lash line. And I'm going to line my eyes with the Marc Jacobs, what is this? The Highliner Gel Crayon in the shade Brownie, which is a brown color. For a brow bone highlight, I'm going to be taking my Sigma Medium Sweeper, the E54, and this shade right here at the top left corner of the Mood Boss Mood palette, and apply that onto the brow bone and the inner corners of the eyes. For mascara, I am going to be taking the Sistar Dazzle Lash Long Lash Mascara and applying that onto my top and bottom lashes. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply another coat. And I don't feel like applying lashes today, so I'm not going to. Next, we are going to be doing our eyebrows. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. And I'm going to set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And last but not least, for lips, I haven't thought about lips yet. For lips, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Nighthawk and line my lips with that. First, I'm going to take off the lip balm that I have on. So I filled in my whole top lip and just like the perimeter of my bottom. And I'm going to use the LimeCrime Plushie in the shade Chocolate Milk. And this is a sheer liquid lipstick, which is why I covered the whole top lip, because my top lip has a lot of discoloration. I'm just gonna wait for this to dry and then go in with my LimeCrime Wet Cherry lip gloss in the shade Bitter Cherry. This is my favorite lip gloss at the moment. If you do want to leave it matte, you can just leave it like this. Oh my god, like the contrast of my face and my body is like not cute right now. I look so yellow. And here is the finished look. Let me get a little closer. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please tune in next week on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Bye!